So we'll see if that happens here later on in the match. That Haunted Creeper is just going to kind of farm those 1/1s for the most part. Chance deciding if he wants to trade, but he will be behind on board if he does take the trade. But it does prevent the Warlock from buffing them too much. So it looks like he's just going to try to keep the board clear as much as possible. Since one of the ways that one of the downfalls to Druid is that they don't have a whole lot of board clears. So he was kind of preventing that from snowballing, and even more so with this Savage Warrior used on 3 to clear up the Direwolf Alpha. So very, very aggressively clearing the board. He had kind of a slow start, so he's just trying to hope to survive to these later turns, which fortunately for him is going to come up right now. He's able to drop one of those 4 drops. Going with the Shredder. It trades in very nicely with the board. But now that the Defender of Argus, that's going to swing the board into Debra's favor, and he's actually going to go face. Does not value taking the value trade there. But now this Keeper, that Chance held back last turn, able to silence that off. Kind of gets the double prizes that we talked about earlier, able to get rid of the taunt, the buff stats, as well as the 1/1s, the 1/1 imps coming out from the Imp King boss every time it takes damage. So a lot of value in that silence. Chance was even able to keep the Paladin Shredder alive to get another trade here going forward. So now Debra's going to have to decide how they want to take the trade. He's going to try to snipe that Paladin Shredder, undoubtedly. We'll see if he's able to hit that. He is not. Kind of makes the trade a little bit awkward for him still. Looks like he's changed his gameplay up just a tad. He's going to go with the trades now. He was aggressively going face earlier, but he's kind of slowed down a little bit, as signified by that trade. Now Chance having to clear out that knife juggler. It's going to get so much value, especially in Zulok, because of all these low drop minions that they have. They can really flood the board, which is their goal, and getting double value out of those with the knife jugglers can be really punishing. So Debra has his own Lotheb to answer. Some people will tell you the best answer to Lotheb is your own Lotheb, and that's what he sees here. And now Chance in a pretty difficult spot, looking down at a really strong board on his opponent's side. If he drops the Dr. Boom, he's not technically dead on board, but it would be a risk. So he's going to throw out the Ancient of Lore and use it for the heal. It's not ideal. You usually want to use that to draw cards, but when you're in a pinch, the heal can come in handy. Especially since Chance has a pretty good hand as it is. Doesn't really need it for the draw. Debra able to keep the pressure on here, though. The power overwhelming not quite enough to win in the game on this turn, but still able to do a lot of damage if he wants to keep going at the face.
The light protects me. I have big plans.
Chance not coming up on turn 9, so he wouldn't be able to do combo without an Innervate. So we'll see how much Debra wants to play around Innervate combo if he wants to take some trades here. Looks like he does value some trading. So he's just going to leave one minion alive to kind of play around Innervate combo. Chance does pick up the Force of Nature, completing the combo. But as we talked about, not enough mana here without the Innervate. So Debra just a really strong play, though. He could afford to play around the Innervate combo, so he might as well have. And that's what he did, still having enough pressure on board to kill his opponent. Even if that Lotheb does not survive, which it probably will not. But now, thanks to this power overwhelming, or the Defender of Argus, probably would have been enough damage if my math is correct. I believe it is. But he's got all of it, so just all kinds of damage coming out from Debra, and that will give him Game 5 and the series. So Debra gonna go ahead and advance to the finals. And Chance will move into the third place match. So actually, I wanted to show this screen. So that will do it for the second semifinals match. We'll congratulate Debro real quick for advancing to the finals, and Chance will be back here very shortly. So we'll get to see his plays coming up very soon in the third place match, which will be coming up next. So stick around. We're going to take a short break, but we'll be back real soon. Thanks for sticking around.